Dr. Ravi Batra, his books including Greenspan's Fraud and the New Golden Age. And as he writes in the first sentence of the article, you can read at his website, ravibatra.com. I'm assuming, sir, it's posted on your website?
Not yet. But
okay.
I first send it outside and then I post it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Posted on truthout.org.
Okay, great. Okay. But in any case, the first sentence you write, in 1978, to the laughter of many and the derision of a few, I wrote a book called The Downfall of Capitalism and Communism, which predicted that Soviet communism would vanish around the end of the century, whereas crony or monopoly capitalism would create the worst ever concentration of wealth in its history. We are here. You're going through, we all know, communism is dead and gone. Where is capitalism going, and what can be fixed? You've listed several of the points that you suggest in the 6 minutes or so we have left here. Can you continue through the list of basically policy prescriptions, economic policy prescriptions that we should be following, things that Americans need to know to be economically educated and legislators should know?
Well, these mega mergers are chiefly responsible for our plight today. Because these mega mergers, first of all, created these huge banks. That thesis called too big to fail. But that was because they did not enforce the antitrust laws. Mm-hmm. So there was no enforcement of these laws in many industries. And then also oil companies merged with each other that raised the price of oil sharply. Yes. Oil is still now around $85 per barrel. But if you look at history, even in minor recessions, the price of oil used to fall to about $10 or $12 per barrel. That's what happened in 1999, 1992, 1986. But this time, it's $85 per barrel, even though we have the worst recession since the 1930s. It's why? Because of all those mergers that occurred, by the way, under President Clinton.
Because it's a cartel, basically.
Yeah, the cartel, exactly. So, and then there has been a lot of mergers in the healthcare industry, and so the healthcare costs are shooting up. After that, we look at the repeal of the Glass-Steagall Act that occurred in 1999, also under Clinton. And as a result of that, the banks became reckless. They did reckless lending, created the housing bubble. The housing bubble crashed to trigger a really bad slump. So that was another thing that happened in the past 30 years. And then you have this minimum wage. It has been killed almost by Reagan and then the other Republicans. It used to be about $10 a barrel in 1969. Now it's $7 a barrel, but just 2 years ago or 3 under Bush, it was $5 a barrel. And so prices keep rising, but the minimum wage does not, so the result is wages don't catch up with productivity. The end result is when there is too much productivity, not enough wages, that means supply is far greater than demand, and so businesses have to lay off people. That is the only cause of unemployment anywhere in the world today.
And it's driving us in the direction of a third world country.
That's right. And then the interesting part is all the Obama government and the Bush government thought of was bailing out these banks or industries, raising government spending, and I have shown it again and again. Almost the entire amount of the government money goes to the pockets of the wealthy. I mean, you may have noticed that it is since 1981 when we have seen the sharpest and the fastest rise in income and wealth inequality. The reason being all this huge deficit from the government and all the consumer borrowing, about 80 to 90% of all that debt has gone into the pockets of the wealthy.
Right, and the fastest and sharpest rise of poverty as well.
That's right. It's the highest now in 50 years. So if we want to create high-paying jobs, millions of jobs, then we have to get rid of all those 9 things that have happened in the past 30 years. And that's why we need a movement like Occupy Wall Street to put pressure on the government to bring about this change.
Couldn't you tie this all in one package with a neat little bow and just basically say roll back Reaganomics, or is that too simplistic?
Well, it's not just Reaganomics plus Clinton. Clinton also.
Well, I think I view Clintonomics as kind of an extension of Reaganomics. Do you disagree?
Right. Yeah. We should roll back Reaganomics, supply side economics,
free trade economics,
and also eliminate the trade deficit with China. Yeah, essentially that's right. Economics, get rid of the economics. Yes.
Yeah. So, do you have any? I mean, you're an economist, not a political analyst, but you have been writing books brilliantly, and not just analyzing, but predicting how both economics and politics are going to play out. Do you think, and in the New Golden Age, you talk about our hitting bottom, and that bottom will awaken people, and that awakened populace will bring about a new golden age, basically a new deal. In the minute we have left, are you still optimistic about that? And where are we in that process right now?
Well, I think we'll hit bottom sometimes in 2013, and next year is going to be horrible, and then. By 2016, I feel that crony capitalism would be gone.
Gone?
Yeah, it would be gone.
So the people will rise up, replace the politicians, or the politicians will wake up with people who will go back pre-Reagan and re-criminalize crony capitalism.
That's right. So, but next year is bad, and the year after perhaps could also be bad. But I think towards the end of 2013, we would start to come out of it.
And is that for an economic reason?
Some new reforms.
Is that for an economic reason, or is it because people just haven't gotten it yet? They haven't figured it out?
No, I think the election of 2012 would throw out a lot of cronies, a lot of corrupt politicians, and then things would start to improve.
Very, very good. Dr. Ravi Batra, professor of economics at Southern Methodist University, my favorite economist, a brilliant author. I love his books. You should read them if you want to know anything about economics. Greenspan's Fraud, The New Golden Age. You can find it all at ravibatra.com. Thank you, Dr. Batra.
By the way, this new article, I think it's posted on your website, and it's also posted on truthout.org.
Great. Okay, at truthout.org. Check it out. Truthout.org for Dr. Batra's new article. As well. Look for Ravi Batra's article. Thank you, Dr. Batra.